once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love once again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I tell you what, happy Sunday to everyone. Blessings to you all. Mike Ball, Insane Wheels, my dear sister Janet John. The greatest gift to share is true love, and true love with honesty. That's what my hope is for our time together today. Amen and praise God. Thank you for being the greatest gift, and love to all of us. Blessed to everyone, every one of you freaks, man. Greetings to you, friends. And Zill, I feel it every day. Everything is happening every day, right? So that means that anything can happen on any day, and I'm ready for wars to end in my life and around me. Happy Sunday to us all, and what life, you're such a hoot, man. I'm so glad you're here. Because the fear looping, I don't know. I mean, I suppose it could be said. Remember all days and keep all days holy. That's my motto. I don't know which is the right day. I didn't create the calendar. I didn't know when it started. I just go along with what others are telling me. And a long time, I thought the Sabbath was Sunday because that's when the churches were. But then I learned more about the Bible and the earlier traditions and the stories, and the Saturday Sabbath made a little more sense. But the more I fell in love with God, the more I trust that every day is a day for God and me to share. So remember God each day. Keep it holy. Blessings to you. Who's going to win, Jack? South Africa or Canada? I'm assuming you might be talking soccer, football, but I'm not sure. So I don't even know. I know that it looks like America's losing, in my opinion, but what is one of the most dedicated and a true pimp, Joe, MF and cool. Let me get going here. In the background today, besides the motorcycles, in the background is the message, the reminder of peace. Peace is the purpose. In the thumbnail today, we're having a little fun, but it's a truth. The greatest gift to share is true love. And we can talk about what true love is, but true love really is love with honesty. True love brings forth selfless honesty. You know, if you got to say something and it damages you, well, so be it. It's important that the truth is shared, right? And that's true love. True love is to be truly honest. And it starts within. Share true love with yourself. Yeah. Share true love with yourself by aligning with the honest and authentic parts of you, of who you can become, right? Because it's our ideas and our beliefs that create these limitations in who we can actually become. But if you become honest and authentic of who you are, how strong you are, how creative you are, how gifted, talented, right? How truly wonderful you are. if you can be honest and authentic about what you can become, especially right with the right conditions, and then if you're true about what you can become, healthy, successful, learned, right, intelligent, whatever, wise, creative, anything you want, it's it starts in your life. It's going to start with the idea. It's always the ideas that move us forward or hold us back. So, what I've been learning is through trial and error, right? A lifelong effort of practice, I guess, trying to figure out what's right for me and what's not right for me. The key I found is in the simplicity. This life experience that you're living, that I'm living, there's a simple perfection to everything, right? Life is simply perfect. When things are simple, it's perfect. It's no doubt, right? And simply perfect is what life is, but at the same time, it is perfectly complex. The perfect, the perfect complexity of all the variables that bring energy into form and form into being and being into different states of awareness and consciousness. It's a gloriously perfect design of life and nature, the way the stars and moon and planets, everything's just like perfectly ordered so incredibly you can set your watch to it, right? It's what people have figured out. It's glorious, this creation of life that you are becoming. We're not done. We are not done overcoming. We are not done growing. We are not done learning. We're not done creating. We're not done until we're done. And I wanted to quit a whole bunch of times. I wanted to give up. God, isn't that a part of life? Learning what things to give up and learning what things to quit and learning when to never, ever back down. I'm figuring that out myself. I won't back down from this dream that I have of peace on earth in every nation, every parts of the world where united together, good men and women, they take over, right? Good men and women unite to find a way to overcome the corruption of the ways that were. This is just part of growing up. Each of us do that on our own individually. Either that or you don't really align. You don't become authentic. You don't recognize how simply perfect you are for the life you're living, right? It's all a perfect part of the expression of aliveness, of life that God is giving, right? God is so perfect. I was trying to think of concepts of this earlier. What are we? We are just this microcosm. We're a body, right? There's no doubt we got a body. We're complete and whole in our oneness, in our singularity. But within our body, we're a greater body, our family, our history, our borders, our language. We're a body within the genetic makeup of a human being. There's one body of history that is for the human beings here on earth. And you're a part of that, just like me. Right. And then beyond just this world, we're a part of the universal body in its infinite complexity and diversity, right? what we're a part of is the universal multiplicity growing in complexity as it discovers and strengthens perhaps its unity. That sounds pretty good. I'm going to roll with that. I don't know if I can remember what I just said. I might have to go back and listen again. But, I didn't have a lot of notes. I got a lot of ideas. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for the folks who wish to join. I'm feeling at ease and I'm prepared to flow with what the universe brings. This could be a very short stream. I am whole and complete with that. Or we could have a number of variety of other paths opening up. This one here, honesty, such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Only from the past. Only from the past. And here comes Zill. Welcome.
Yeah, you already knew that, sucker. Oh, as soon as you dropped the link. As soon as you dropped the link. What up, though? Sucker.
How are you today?
I'm chilling, man. I'm having a good day. I've been drinking water today, Jack. What about you, man?
You know what? I've been intending to do better, drinking more water, but I haven't done great yet. Thank you for the inspiration.
Yeah, dude. You can't drink too much. You can't go until it's fully clear. You gotta pace it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go ham on the water either. You're gonna get intoxicated again, and we already made it past this. Water intoxication is real, Jack. It's a medical problem, bro.
It's a problem?
Yeah, it's plaguing society.
I think you're right, Trexty. No lady is ill. Oh my goodness. Hey, my note that I realized earlier today, as it was written and recorded, right? When God was in communication with, was it Moses? Yeah. He says, I am, right? I am that I am. And in the background of that, I was considering, who am I? I am that God allows me to be.
Exactly, Jack. And we're all here to be that allows to be exactly. Because if you don't allow to be, then how can you even, right?
Yeah. Well, if we don't accept and allow what is, we're fighting against what God showed. That's what I had to accept.
Right, because what is, and you have to let the what is, because if you don't what is let it, then you're just gonna miss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God will surprise us if we allow it. But
yeah, that's true.
We create these veils from our belief systems, and those veils will tell us what we will and will not accept. And that selective part of us that wants to deny parts of reality, it shows how perfect God designed us. We can be as stupid as we want.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the evidence. I mean, we got documents and evidence. We're watching a shit show. That might, well, it's an accurate word, but it's not the direction I wanted to go. We're watching the pageantry. Yeah, it's a shit show of a pageantry of justice that's happening in the United States government right now.
Since when is that new, though?
it's been going on a long time, but I finally woke up and saw it clearly. And once I started seeing it, I said, no more. I this ain't for me.
So you would say peak corruption, right?
I mentioned this earlier because the reality is the state of this world. If you look at what's happening, the corrupted are becoming more emboldened, right? They're not afraid at all. The corrupted, they've been, all the evidence has been shown. There's been no consequences, no accountability. So hey, the
Yeah.
devil's going to keep going.
And if I was a criminal and I saw this criminal becoming president and getting away with everything, I'm like, yo, criminality is legal now. Let's do some crimes and get away with it, right? As long as you're right wing and loyal to him.
Well, that is happening in some of our cities as well. People are going the wrong path and deciding that, destruction of property, theft of property is a way of getting back at the system. It may cause inconveniences for a corporation, but it messes with other people. And the reality is, guys, well, I'm growing in hope. Zill and all who may catch this, I really am growing in hope, and I want you to feel it. I want you to share it. I want you to share in my hope if you're willing, because I am seeing in my algorithms, my social media feed, I am seeing more smaller numbers, right? But more people saying enough is enough. What are we going to do? What's our plan? What's our next step? And there's a lot of different plans and a lot of different ideas.
All right. So, okay, the most effective way is to use our available avenues, right?
Yes.
But, all right. So, what can we do though? Like, write letters. And we talked about this before, Jack, organizing petitions or something. I know you don't want to do that, Jack. Jack, you
No, I'm
don't want to do
sorry.
that. Why? Why,
I'm
dude?
Please don't misread my reaction. I was imperious. God
Oh, you're
bless
reading
you.
chat? What's going on in chat?
Thank you for the contribution, and I'm
Ugh.
just happy you're growing in hope. Um, make sure you're hopeful for the right things.
I think he really does have consent issues, Jack, and that's something that should be addressed, Imperious. I really think you should address your consent issues, especially with the way you talk to women.
that's a
Pretty sick.
polite way. That's a polite way of addressing that. Thank you.
Bam! See? We're doing it, Jack.
Yeah, and you
We're
know
doing
what?
it, man.
Hey, on a serious note, along those lines, consent issues. I was speaking with a friend earlier today who pays attention to the world as well, and we were discussing the seriousness of how dangerous angry men can be, right? So
Yeah,
men,
they can be abusive. They can be.
well, and destructive,
Yep.
even to the people that they claim to love, to the women, to the children. We got a lot of men, they put on a big show, but what I want to
That's
see and I would
that's
love to
peacocking,
show,
Jack.
what's that?
It's called peacocking. Dudes
Yeah,
be out there trying to show off and stuff,
some of that,
like me.
some of that is, but what I would love for our world to show, I would love, for our world to show more men, politely calling out others, encouraging others. Hey, do better. You can do better than that, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
supporting each other.
I think that can be effective because what's the alternative? Just yelling at them and telling them how terrible and awful they are, pushing them further into their terrible behavior, right?
Yeah. we were born into a world where guilt and shame have been used as not only punishment, but like a bonding agent. Guilt and shame have bonded people together, and then that's recognized as love. It's a sickness. We live in a sick and twisted world, and men, let's do better, all of us, okay? And this USA, I can accept that positive argument, okay? But all gifts must be received, accepted, and used wisely. Otherwise, they become dangerous and for weapons. Because righteous anger, that anger, you may initially be moved by a righteous idea, but that anger can take over and cloud the mind. That's why you see, I've witnessed this and seen it pointed out in social media, right? A mom or a dad feels that their partner, their child is in a threatened position, and so they just overreact, right? Maybe seriously injuring another, and then 2 lives are destroyed, 3 lives are destroyed, right? I mean, it's righteous anger is still anger.
Yeah, it
Righteousness.
is anger, and I think USA was being facetious there. He's not a believer.
Well,
Well, hold on. Well, I have to say, anger is not a gift from God. There is no gift from God that is anger. Okay.
I love
However,
I love that.
however, Jesus turning over the temples was due to the unrighteousness of robbers and thieves inside God's house. Absolutely unacceptable. And what's the quote? For evil to exist, good men have to do nothing, or something like that. Right. So
Mm.
this is where righteous indignation can be okay and righteous and good. You have to stand up against evil, because if righteous people are doing nothing and they're weak, then that sucks.
This is what I'm feeling, and where I may not have even landed the point in my social media feed and the algorithms. I'm seeing a lot of people that are ready for more. And when people are moved with love, not anger, not fear, not hate, you can trust the spirit is there, the spirit of goodness.
Right.
Well, yeah, Jesus turned over the tables, he turned over the tools. The tools of the corrupted were flipped over on them. He caused them a mess. He interrupted their business, their day-to-day normal. And he didn't execute anybody, but he was righteous in what he saw there, and it was a disrespect for what was supposed to be a place of worship to God,
Right. And
right?
how offensive that was, and just, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. I mean, this is true. That's accurate. We find this righteous anger. It's emotional response when you witness genuine injustice.
Hmm.
This stuff in
Or perceived injustice. I think it
okay, good,
does depend
good
on your, it does depend
perception.
on your worldview and your value system, I think.
Yeah,
So I think it's kind of relative. Yeah.
and this is true as well. There's a genuine human nature, right? That's
Yeah.
compassionate and it knows empathy. That's what makes man human, a little more special than the other beasts, because not only our language and opposable thumbs, but um, we can feel. And regardless of religion or culture, You know, people, when they see a child being abused or an elderly exploited, when people see innocence harmed or threatened, there's a natural instinct in us to move, to be rage filled, right? To be
Yeah,
strong.
and to protect. And that goes directly against what I was saying before, was where it's from the worldview. There, okay, you want to say something?
No, go ahead. Finish your
There,
thought.
there does seem to be a convergence of, for most people, of things that will outrage them, or as injustices like hurting women and children, and genocide and things like that. And then knowing that the majority of the world will agree that that's wrong, then if you see a group that thinks it's okay, you're like, whoa, something's wrong with their worldview. Really wrong. Something weird is going on
Right.
there.
Yeah. uh Judges, that's a topic we could really get into. It's something in my consciousness. Joe Moore, I love this truth: the only way to expose darkness is to shed light upon it, and that's internally with the light of our awareness, the light of our consciousness, and it's externally through the light of truth, right? The light of awareness.
Yeah. And
And
accountability. Yeah.
this actually into this question, really. To expose darkness, shed light upon that. So the future I see, the bad guys get killed when the being is turned into a good guy, right? And I believe that's like the eyes of God as well. When one repents, right, the corrupted is gone. It's never there again. And the
Is
best
that
way,
true?
well, as long as you're mindful and learned your lesson.
That's true. I think you can have true repentance. There sometimes it's a struggle. But yeah,
It can
okay.
be. We get tested when we go to repent. I think any recover, I think anyone who has been through addiction and recovery, we get tested, right? We try to
Oh
repent,
yeah.
and then we're going to get faced with options. Are you sure that's what you want to do? You really want to walk away? Hey, the bad guys get killed. We eliminate enemies when we align, when we become friends. When we become friends and aligned, there's no more need for defenses or attacks. And I believe this could be, okay, this could be part of the prophecy. Where there was two, there will be one. In this comparison of other beings of intelligence, right? We've got the beings of light, which are pure light to the good, right? The angels. And then we got the demonic that are absent from light. They oppose the light. They're in the darkness. And then we got man. Man isn't, we can go both ways. That's the point. As long as we keep within us that option to stray from God's love, God's way, then there's two of us inside of us. And this is where the Carl Jung, the Jungian theories on shadow integration, the actualization, the individuation, the becoming the whole being. You shine the light of your consciousness into the shadows of your memory and your behavior, and you look at the cruelty, you look at the corruption, and then you dissolve that. And when we truly give ourselves to God, there's not two of us in there. There's one. There's only space for the love of God.
Yeah, I think when people, well, and I'm gonna say it depends on who you're actually following when you say God. But I think if people do align on the similar values and integrity, then they can act towards the same goals as one.
I missed that last part. What's the condition to move forward with this one?
If they're aligning with the same values and integrity type things, then they can move towards the same goals and collaborate because they share values.
Yeah, brother, that right there is what I am counting on. I'm counting on the fact that there's other people that agree it's time to end the corruption and the wars in this world.
Today could be the day, y'all.
My prayer is each day I'm praying that God's judgment is here, known, because God's judgment is true. It's only those who hide from the truth that don't know the truth of God. And God is fair. I trust in that. Life seems unfair, but in comparison to the abundance of goodness that love brings forth, things appear unfair, especially to those who feel absent from God. I used to think this world was unfair. I didn't have a lot of hope in mankind because I didn't have hope or faith in myself. I'd lost it all.
So what do you tell people who don't believe in God or haven't found God yet, Jack? What do you tell those people?
Oh, there's many approaches. My first response is accept when you're wrong.
Nice.
You're
wrong. Deal with it, sucker. You're wrong. Get over it.
Shush. We got a much more appreciated guest. Welcome back.
What's up,
How are you doing?
I wasn't going to join because I thought Phil was going to be unreasonable, and now I feel bad because he's been all sensible and shit.
Yeah, something happened. It's weird.
Yeah. What's going on, Zil?
I think, Zil,
I don't know. What's up, sucker?
Okay. There we go.
Yep. I'm seeing it more and more. Zil, you are just like me. Holy shit.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Jack.
Yep. Don't do that. You're annoying as fuck, and yet you grow on people.
I grow on people like a fungus, Jack. That's what I've been told.
I know. I get it. Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, here's another one, actually, who's very similar to us as well.
Oh, dear God.
You showed up, and they are... Welcome back, Truther Cop. How are you, my brother?
Good to see you, man.
Hey.
I was just like, it's a retarded joke, but I came up with it as I was coming on. If you went on tour with Snoop Dogg, it could be Dr. Jackal and Mr. High.
Mr. High?
Yeah, Mr. High.
I'd go on tour with Snoop, maybe.
Would you crip walk, Jack? You bust it out?
Well, he seems like a pretty laid back, interesting dude, man.
He is. He's often lower eyelids because he's high.
We have more energy showing up, and please let's keep the energies nice and calm.
Oh, peace and Jack.
Wow, an apostle of Talcott. What? How amazing!
Imperious Apostle of Talcott. That's my new name, Apostle of Talcott.
What an honor!
It is. It's a fucking honor to be here with you, Jack. It's a fucking honor.
It really is.
It really fucking is.
So we were chilling, and then Trexty joined, and then the garbage came in. So Trexty, what's up with
Jack,
that?
Look at these insults, Jack. Zill's in here trying to. I mean, look at Zill's a sick guy.
Sucker.
Zill's a sick guy, Jack. Do you notice what he's doing?
I am sick in the head. Tell me about it.
Jack, he's trying to deny the fact that he licks chode, Jack. And I don't understand why he would do such a thing.
Very strange. Very strange.
That did not take long, did it, Imperious?
No, he has some homosexual tendencies, so I just wanted people to be aware.
Very
Abstain.
unlike
Okay.
I
very
would almost
unlikely
accuse Imperius
convention.
of that if he wasn't an apostle of Jack. I know better.
I know. Since I'm apostle of Jack, I'm super straight because Jack banged over 1,000 women. He's like, Jack's the white Wilt Chamberlain.
No. Mm.
This is
You know
your
what?
fault, Trexty.
It's all my fault. Our Imperius never normally sexualizes anything.
Never at all. I'm a good guy. What are you talking about? I mean,
That's the first time I've heard you
I'm a
talk
very
about it.
respectful person, Jack. I'm very respectful on Sundays.
Oh,
It's the Sabbath, Jack. I'm not Shomer Shabbos, so I'm on. You know,
It's definitely not the Sabbath. The last day of the week is Saturday. Welcome.
Well, you know, look, I'm not
I
here
know
to
lawyers
argue.
may not understand that, but
Jack, I'm not here to argue, Jack. Look, we're here for peace and love. We're not here to argue and raise the temperature on the panel, Jack. We're here, you know, I'm here because I'm in a great mood, Jack. Jack, I feel like I'm getting
That's
closer.
good.
I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to fulfilling my destiny every day, Jack.
Are you
You know what my
reaching
destiny?
Nirvana?
I am, and my Nirvana is named Emily.
Wow.
It's named
See,
Emily.
there it goes.
I just can't. I can't help myself, Jack. I'm just in love. I think, Jack. You ever felt
who
in
is
love?
Emily? Who is Emily? It was Mariah yesterday?
She
Who is
Well,
Emily?
Mariah is my side piece. That's
Oh.
the difference.
I
Yeah,
believe Emily is personhood over dogma right there.
yeah. Emily's my love. I love her so much. I really do, Trexty. I really do. I
What's
love her
it?
almost as much as I love Jack. Not quite though. Not quite.
Lovely.
in a totally straight
Unrequited
way, of course.
must be difficult.
Here, I've got some
Jack, why would someone
nonsense.
say that about you?
Well, because
Fucked up.
people have been lying about me. They've made up a bunch of stories and then they've told each other a bunch of stories. So, Craig Lucas, no, it is not true that I got drunk and hit my ex-wife. She was never struck by me.
Now, did you
Quite
get
a
drunk and
truth
hit
Is there-
getting away.
snafu? I wouldn't blame
Jack-
you if you got drunk and hit snafu. That would be
Jack-
okay.
Jack, are there any other things you want to confess to that you never did?
Jack's not confessing anything. Jack's making a statement.
Tell us all
Jack's
the other
making a
stuff you didn't
declaratory
do.
statement. He's saying, Jack is saying, look, I am preemptively getting ahead of this bullshit. I've never had to hit a woman unless she
Well,
asked him to.
actually, that was a fair question. And Zill, that's exactly what I was doing. I was confessing what I did not do. And
Right.
why? What's the point of defending myself against lies and stupidity? It's
Yeah.
not really the best use of my time.
You can just say no and then click
The
away.
best use of your time is to preach, Jack. I think you're getting through. Honestly, like every day your audience is growing, Jack. It's about perseverance, Jack. Perseverance.
It's not really growing.
It's growing. It's fucking growing, Jack. Trust me. Jack, I'm doing viral marketing for you. I swear to God, Jack.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you. I really do.
The bumper stickers, right. We've been over this. We got the merch, man.
Jack,
listen,
Jack, once
it's
we
gonna go
start the
viral,
merch,
Jack.
Jack, once we start the merch and the little trinkets, people are gonna start putting Jack everywhere, and they're not even gonna know why. But they're just your mind is gonna be in their mind. Your
We're
face
gonna
is
have
in their
Jack
mind.
bobbleheads. Jack bobbleheads on the dashboard. Think about it, Jack. Think
yes.
about that.
Well, we
would be
already
good.
this
Think
is like
about it.
that's already been discussed, and what we do have is Jack Talcott bumper stickers.
$99.99. I'll be the first buyer.
Okay, well it's paypal.me/healingwallet. Jack, I'll give you half of that one.
There you go.
Jack, I'll give you money just because you're you, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Hey, part of the ideas with the thumbnail, the topic today, the greatest gift is to share true love and love with honesty. Part of this did come from time at church this morning, right? Thoughts on the way that God would love truly honestly, the way that Jesus loved truly honestly. There's no denying his love that he showed and he offered. And that's literally what we're here to do, is to
Jack, I love you
follow
truly,
that
madly, deeply.
Jack, you have to decide. We have to decide what kind of people we want to be. Do we want to have integrity when nobody's looking? Do we value that? Is that valuable? Huh?
Yes.
That's the
It's-
question. Do you value that? If you do, then you're going to do some good stuff. There you go.
It can seem scary, though, to truly surrender away your fight for control.
Control's an illusion, Jack.
God is control. So get God in your life, and you might find you have some self-control.
Jack, for God's sakes, I can't even control my boner when I wake up with one in the morning. I mean, like, what are we really controlling here?
Hey, you should be glad it still works, man.
Jesus, I'm only 39. I hope it still works.
Be grateful. Be grateful for all things, and with all things, moderation, right? Through moderation, self-control, that's where you find the balance. That's where you find the simple path. And guys, if my experience, while things haven't physically come together the way that I imagined or thought, I tell you what, the more that I've been trusting in the truth, trusting in this power that's greater than me, the more I feel comfortable being me. And isn't that the goal?
Jack,
isn't that what we're all looking for, guys?
I have a new name for you, Jack. Temperance Talcott. Temperance Talcott. That's what we should call it. Temperance Talcott.
It's better than a Tampot.
Jack.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I gave myself a treat tonight coming on here I was going to avoid the chat. But John, I just looked at the chat, John.
Trexty, would you like to give us a treat or no?
No, thank you, sir. Kenny is concerned, is that intelligent female actually going to say anything profound and insightful?
She's already profound and insightful. Look at her. Look at what she's got going on.
Kenny's concerned about me being intelligent and insightful, which is interesting considering the gentlemen present are talking about their penises.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! What's wrong with that?
There's some of them are
right. Yeah.
He's concerned about my ability to be profound, so I'm wondering if perhaps I should pull out a book, Kenny, and read the fucking entire thing on stream.
Trexty, let's be honest though. Trexty, let's be honest though. All the best things are shaped like penises. Hot dogs,
Imperials,
missiles.
Jack, I think we might need to do a conversion therapy session right now.
Yeah, buildings.
Like
rocket ships.
Rocket ships.
Rocket ships.
About it.
Even burritos are shaped like penises.
Yeah.
Do you hear like the 8-year-old boy that's living out right now?
Jack, it makes me so happy. I'm living my innocence. I'm living my innocence, Jack.
What were you saying, Trexty, please?
I mean, how do you follow that? I came on here because Bill had managed to engage in a conversation about, violence and how to approach all that. And here we are.
We're talking derailed, Trexie. We just got derailed. We can bring it back.
Burritos is where we're at now.
We got derailed by cock talk. Let's get back on track. On track.
Don't go down on the chat, please.
Yeah, do you know what? Avert my eyes but what do I concentrate on? Imperious talking about penis-shaped things.
No,
my options here aren't great.
Race cars are shaped like penises. Remember the song by Prince, Little Red Corvette?
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Actually, I kind of want to swing it back. I mean, we're having fun.
Swing it back. That's a good choice of words, Jack.
To serious conversations, right? Because you and I were talking earlier, Trexty, about the patterns of angry men, the dangers of angry men.
Yeah.
Jack, a lot of times angry men are angry because they follow their penis and not their brain, Jack. They follow their penis and not their brain, Jack. You know what I mean? That's a
Get
big
it all
issue.
out of your system, Imperious, and let's see what happens when you
Imperious, this
start
is an
thinking about
intervention, bro.
You can have
does.
restraint. You can have restraint, and you could even be a gentleman. What? Hold on. Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps, Imperious. But you could do that.
Yeah. Hey,
Inside
maybe,
one.
I could, but it wouldn't be as fun.
As long as you're having fun, that's all that
Speaking of
matters.
a penis, look at who showed up. We got
man.
Kenny
Oh,
here in the building.
Kenny, oh, he's going to rate my impression. It wasn't great. I've done better ones.
He's trying to
Welcome
show
back,
me up
Ken.
with having a better fedora. I don't like this.
Good evening.
Why
evening.
is the grayscale on today, Kenny? How are you feeling?
Great.
Say that again, sorry?
How are you feeling today, man? You've got the grayscale on, I see.
I mostly have it on when I'm on
Oh.
DMW's show.
You mostly have it on.
It looks
Okay.
like Kenny's on that movie Spider Noir or that TV show. Did anyone watch that Spider Noir on or Paramount Plus? It's like a Nick Cage Spider-Man show. It's pretty good, Jack. It's in black and white. It's like
Imperious, you had me in tickles yesterday, actually, I must admit, when I was talking to that black fella when I was holding the American flag, and you asked if that was my butler. That did have me. I did find that funny. I'll give that to
So
you.
the racist
Yeah, I
joke,
thought
you found
I
that
was going to ask
hilarious?
him if
Yeah.
his name was Carlton.
All right.
I was going to
Imagine
ask him if his name was Carlton.
Yeah, it kind of was racist, but it's not really that
Sorry.
racist in a
It's
direct
edgy,
kind of
but
way.
not quite
Oh, because you
racist.
said so, right? Okay, Kenny.
He's wearing all black
it made-
clothes. He's
I guess
clearly
that
not a
settles
racist
it.
guy.
It made
Dale,
me laugh.
remember, the white men get to say what's racist. Let's calm down.
No,
It's
Jack
really
says
white
what's
women,
racist.
Trexty. That's your
Jack says
power.
what's
That's your
racist. That's a
authority.
good
You get to
one.
call everything racist you want.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
triggered snowflakes
But
and
see,
all that.
Jack, I get the comment by the chatter, but in what I've noticed is that like the cool girls, especially like the hot cool girls, are funny. Like they laugh about this and they enjoy the kind of like juvenile humor, Jack. You know, like the cool girls understand that men are juvenile, Jack. Like we are. We're very simple creatures. You know, I mean, all we need is like I've told women, like if you want to keep a man, it takes like 8 words. Stay thin, sex every time, long hair, shut up. And I think that's usually like really the way to keep a man, you know?
Jack, get your apostle in line, man. Your apostle's
I'm
out of line
sorry.
here,
I'm
dude.
sorry, Jack. I had too much holy water.
Every woman craves an overgrown child. That's not
Right.
It brings out the mothering instinct. It brings out the mothering instinct. You know what I mean, Trexty?
I feel deeply uncomfortable with being attracted to a man who's like a child. It's a bit.
Well, I'm glad you're at least attracted to me.
It's a bit pred optics, as Snafu might say.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And a lot of those women that are able to laugh along, it's maybe just a coping mechanism too. They put on a happy face so they don't, because they've
Because
learned.
I'm so good
they've
looking,
learned
Jack.
how
They don't want to
guys
lose
react.
me.
Right.
They don't want to lose me, so they just laugh along, Jack. You know what I mean?
Could be.
No, it's because they know they're in danger.
What do you mean? I always leave my gun at home. I just bring a knife with dates.
So, thank you. You said what I was thinking. As a joke, I don't think Imperious is dangerous.
I'm not dangerous at all,
Speak
Jack.
for
I'm
yourself.
a kind-hearted, gentle soul, Jack. Gentle soul.
With a penis fixation.
Oh, good. Snafu is texting.
That's not
Now
like
that's a
Snafu.
dangerous
lucky
man, Jack.
you,
That's a
Jack.
dangerous man. He's dangerous to himself if he doesn't stop eating.
He's a.
He
He's an
takes breaks
example.
from eating to text Jack 75 times in a row.
Guys, we live. I said this earlier. Just some, I don't know, abstract thoughts, but we're a part of the universal multiplicity, right? That's growing. There's
What exactly is that, Jack?
Whoa. That's some cool physics right
I
there,
like
Jack.
that
What is the
word, Jack.
universal
Universal
multiplicity?
multiplicity, Jack.
Let's
That's
get into
fucking,
the physics of that.
that's fucking good, Jack. I like that one.
Let's break it down.
well, it's a concept on God's order.
You know what it could be called? Talcatricity. Talcatricity. That's what it should be called.
I don't get it.
You're making me think of Talectricity, which could be a great company. What do you think, Jack?
I'm
We could make
beginning to see why
generators.
Trump wants to reopen Alcatraz at this point.
Hey, back to the multiplicity. In a lot of the Christian beliefs, they've got the recognition of the Trinity. There's one agent that comes through qualities in different ways, right? It presents itself, but it's still from the one. And so taking from that idea, it's from the one source that all diversity and multiplicity has come out. And that's what life is. Life is a growth of complexity in its diversity. And we're all the product of some amazing happenings from the past. And I believe we are the catalyst for the incredible things on earth that are about to come.
We're taking over.
Jesus said, "You will do greater things than I, because I am going back to the Father." Right,
His
Jack?
life was ended early. Imagine if he'd have lived to continue to teach, continue to lead.
I know,
But
Jack.
We're gonna start the compound soon. I already have a team of bulldozers. People are ready. Okay, Jack, we're gonna move the houses. We're gonna move the houses over from nearby. We're gonna move them to the compound. The people will run away, and we'll be
There's
chilling.
no running away from Talcott.
No,
I'd like to say something, actually, something a
Please.
bit more deep.
please,
Well, look, we're all here in very relative positions compared to what the people in Caracas and Venezuela are going through right now. There's
True.
50,000 people missing still, 1,400 confirmed dead. And past the window of likely survival, which is 72 hours. So now you've got people under the rubble dying of dehydration if they're no crushed already. Yes, I'd
From
just like
earthquake?
us to send prayers to the people of Venezuela, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Kenny, thank you. And
Yeah.
that's something that I do find to be a tragedy in the way our society operates. Natural disasters. I mean, if we were more united together, we would have a rush of volunteers, being.
We do, Jack. We do. Multiple
Well,
countries across the world have sent their
yes,
volunteers.
I know. You're right.
Donald Trump has sent the armed forces to help,
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
wait. Whoa. You're glad to hear that U.S. troops are being sent for this garbage, Jack?
For rescue efforts.
Oh,
yes.
sorry. I thought he was talking about the war.
When the U.S. Marines
Oh.
arrived, the local said muchas gracias.
I'm tripping. I was on some. I thought he was talking about something else, guys.
Yeah.
Because I was not
Well,
listening to him. Really.
Venezuela is another story, though, too. I mean, the U.S. just kidnapped their president, and we've been taking over
Apprehended their terrorist dictator.
Where's Maduro?
Apprehended their terrorist dictator.
Where's he at,
Okay.
though?
But we've
Where's
also
he at?
stolen a bunch of. We've stolen a bunch, confiscated. I won't say stolen. We've confiscated a bunch of their funds from the sale of their resources, their oil.
Like
And it's
pirates.
being denied to the people while they're
Money
trying
that was
to dig out
funding
their
terrorism. Money that was funding narco-terrorism.
So they say. So they say, Kenny. They were throwing missiles at little boats. They have been doing double taps as well. They've been doing war crimes, Kenny.
I just see Donald Trump as I just see Donald Trump as like Batman, yeah.
Yeah, you
and
are just.
I see communists and Marxists as being like the Jokers.
Yeah,
and the Penguin,
You love
Jack.
him.
You remind me of the Penguin a bit, actually.
You
do. I can just imagine you with a long fucking cigarette holder. Give us an impression of the Penguin's laugh.
Kenny, tell us how much you love Trump. What would you do for him? Tell us how loyal you are, man. You're not really loyal, Kenny. You're not even loyal at all.
Let him answer, Zill. That's a curious.
Well, Donald Trump's just an avatar of the principles that I'm loyal to, like justice, free speech, secure borders. that kind of thing.
Okay,
So, for example, I'm not so loyal to him that I believe that he can't do no wrong. I wish he would go harder
you
on
sure?
the clients of, like, Jeffrey Epstein, for example, and release more of the files. You know, and if he did get implicated in the files, I would drop my support for him, but I'd still be loyal to the MAGA movement. So the next person that I would want to see as US president after Donald Trump would be JD Vance, personally. I think he's looking good for it. Maybe Marco Rubio.
oh, good Lord.
Okay.
Kenny, I love you. And Andy, genuinely, thank you for the support, the contribution. I think he was poking a little fun at you, Kenny. Andy, thank you for doing that. Kenny, I got to ask though, how on earth? Okay, so let me see if I can put these pieces together. Donald Trump represents the movement, MAGA, right? And you're behind that. And to you, that signifies justice, secure borders, and there was something else I missed, but it's along those lines, right?
Law and order.
Law and order. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So justice, law, and order, absolutely. How on
Strong
earth?
economy.
But okay, those two are separate because that's another discussion. But law, justice, law, and order, and how do we fit Donald Trump, you know, in that equation?
Well, so he's got ICE removing illegal immigrants, and a lot of these illegal immigrants are criminal MS-13 gangs from places like Ecuador, Venezuela, Mexico. You know,
Okay, so
Well,
the
what
in the
about-
sta- in
Hey,
the, in
Jack,
the,
did I
in the
miss anything? I was
hometowns, in
grabbing
the
a couple more
towns,
beers.
in the
Kenny, what
towns near
about
the
the-
border,
you-
they've noticed a big decrease in the crime rate since Donald Trump started
No, but
deporting
that's
and
only
stopping,
because they don't
stopping
report the
illegals coming
crime
over.
everywhere. That's only because they don't report the crime all over. That's why.
Imperious, please.
Oh, really?
I appreciate that counter, but let's make sure
I'm trying to defend you, Jack. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to defend Jack's position.
it's no,
And-
please. I want the truth. The truth is true.
But the truth is
And-
only a point of view, and you've got to contest points of view to see which one makes sense, Jack. You know what I mean? Like, our point of view, Jack, is that Donald Trump is a corrupt orange monkey. And he looks like an orangutan, something like King Louis from Jungle Book.
Right.
And we're tired of him, Jack. We're tired of the wars. We're tired of the dying. We want love in the world, Jack.
Well, and
See,
this
that
is-
just sounded very immature, didn't it? I never got anything
part.
intellectual from Imperius.
Well,
It
that
just
was
sounded like
Wow.
an outburst, a visceral
He's saying I'm
outburst.
stupid, Jack. That's not nice. I didn't call him names.
no, please. It's his experience, you know, his way of
His
explaining.
experience says
Kenny.
I'm stupid. That's
It's-
fucked up,
yeah.
Jack.
It's his way of explaining what
I thought
he's
you liked the
doing.
First Amendment. First
Okay.
I
Amendment.
got you, Jack. I got
Kenny,
you.
Thank
Kenny,
you.
what do you think
So-
about ICE snatching up U.S. citizens? Have you ever considered the implications of that?
Which
Before-
US citizen? Give me
Well-
one example of a US citizen that was snatched by ICE
Actually,
and
Kenny,
that wasn't
there's
released.
many.
Because
I can
obviously they're
pull-
going to make
I can
mistakes.
pull
Everyone
that
makes
up for you.
mistakes.
Okay, but Kenny, the way that mistakes are made matters, right? And the way that justice happens matter. And when
Okay.
when innocent people are mishandled and kidnapped, even if released, the state gang, because this is what it is. I mean, the ICE is just a legal gang that's enforcing their territory. It's no different. And I mean, politely, Kenny, our governments and the militaries and even police departments, sometimes they're gangs. And they say they're here for the people, but it's like the mafia. They're exploiting the people.
Well, that is a little bit of an extreme left view from Jack, and that's fine. But Kenny, also, you should consider, Kenny, that the repercussions of this is lawsuits. That's money coming from the government because people, U.S. citizens who get arrested, are going to sue, and we have to pay for that. Tax dollars. I don't want to pay for
Well,
that.
one thing that Donald Trump did stop was illegal immigrants being able to sue.
Right, we're talking
Yeah.
about U.S.
Right.
citizens, Kenny. That's the
Well,
big difference here, right?
This is
U.S.
also
citizens,
Yeah, so
those subject to the
I need
corporation
a
of the
number.
United States.
How many U.S. citizens did ICE apprehend
All of them were
mistakenly?
U.S. citizens. All of them were subject to the jurisdiction of the United States corporation. That's what a citizen is. So every person arrested by ICE is a U.S. citizen, subject to the jurisdiction of the United States by definition.
well, this is just it.
Even
All these rules,
even the illegal immigrants.
everything is open to interpretation. And even
Are you
that which
saying,
is
Truth or Cop, are you saying even the illegal immigrants were the U.S. citizens that you're talking about?
They
He
became
explained-
U.S. citizens underneath of the fact that they became subject to the jurisdiction of the United States government. That is U.S. citizen.
So you're saying that as soon as someone illegally crosses over into the border, they're then a U.S. citizen, in your opinion, right? Is
in
that
the
true?
context
No,
of
that's not what I
legally-
said.
Jack, let him answer, please. Is that true, Truth or Cop?
That's not what I said. I said the moment they were arrested, they became a U.S. citizen. They were subject to the
Well-
jurisdiction of the United States government. That's what citizen means. Slave.
That is
Yeah,
strange.
so
That's strange. I
They
thought
can
you
still
needed a
they can
social
still be
security
legally
number.
deported though under the law. They can still be legally deported under the law, right?
Sure.
I'm a citizen if
Sure.
I pay taxes. Kenny, at least 170 plus U.S. citizens were held or detained by immigration agents in 2025. ProPublica published this. Isn't that crazy?
170.
Out of how many in total?
170 plus.
Like I'm looking for a percentage of the total
That's
that
in
were
2025.
apprehended and arrested. I
I
didn't ask
said-
for the year. I asked
Okay,
for the
so-
percentage.
Okay,
What
so
do
if
you
it's a
mean
low
percentage?
percentage, does that 120 people?
That's 170.
So
That's
that doesn't
170
matter?
lawsuits, Kenny. Do you know how much money that is, kid? Are you dense?
Yeah, I'm asking for the percentage of the total
What does that mean?
of them that were
total?
actual US citizens. You got a
Oh,
number for me?
So if you have
Or
a
do you want me
number
to
of
look it up?
total arrests, I mean, Kenny,
You want me to look it up? Jack, there's no point in trying to moralize the
You're
debate
not very
between
good
me
at
and
looking
Stills.
things up, Kenny. So no, don't worry, I got it.
Yep. None
I'll
of
do
us are
myself.
trying.
I'll do myself.
None of us were debating anything
One second.
earlier, and we don't want to debate. We're not debate people. I mean, Imperius is like a lawyer
Right.
trying to.
How many US
Like, we're not
citizens
trying to
were
debate.
wrongfully
Oh
apprehended
my
by
goodness.
ICE in
Oh man, he
2025?
can't stop.
it's
Kenny,
fast.
I was wondering, and it's kind of in line with what the conversation Jack and Zil were having earlier about like good men holding men who are behaving badly to account and stuff.
It's called the binality
So-
of evil. The binality of evil.
Let her finish, please.
Donald Trump has like 28 allegations of sexual misconduct against him, or that he's also was found liable of sexual misconduct. And afterwards, the judge said that something, I'll do what you do. I just want to check the facts here rather than make guesswork.
I think you are thinking the same.
The 2023
Like I say,
jury.
I'll get back to that one later. But right now we're talking about the arrests by ICE. Okay, so out of that
Well, no,
170,
we're talking about Donald Trump and your support
no,
of him.
you've decided to come on and sidetrack the debate from
It's
Kenny,
not a debate, darling.
We're
It's a
not debating
conversation. It's not a debate. I know what a debate is. I've engaged in
Yeah, what
debates.
you've been
It's a
muting me for, I'm having-
conversation. The conversation is about your
Why are
support
you
of Donald
arguing with a
Trump.
woman, Kenny? Why are you
Are you-
arguing with a
Are you
woman?
are you
why are you
okay?
muting me?
Are you okay to,
I'm not
to
muting you.
continue that discussion, Kenny? Is that okay, or
Keeps
do you want
muting
to?
me.
yes, I keep muting. Please
Yeah.
pause.
Why?
Because you're not listening. You're here trying to control the conversation. And am I
Me and
wrong?
Zilson were having a conversation about the deportations
I
by
understand.
ICE. We're on the subject of ICE and the
Kenny,
arrests.
Kenny, I
And
didn't
trying to
ask you that.
change the subject. I'm the one.
Kenny, I'm muting you again with hopes that I can finish speaking before you start trying to take over again. Please
I'm
take a
trying to
breath.
take over. I'm sticking to
Take
the
a
subject.
breath. Take a breath. I'm asking you to pause. Drop the subject that you want to focus on, please. Let's pause. We got off track, okay? I was trying to understand you and your fanship of Donald Trump. Somehow we got into the ICE agents and then the statistics, but Trexty was actually trying to bring our conversation with you back in that direction, my brother.
She was trying to sidetrack away from the topic of
No.
ICE arrest.
Why don't you let her
Actually,
speak,
I was
Kenny?
busy.
Why don't you let her talk? She has
I was
titties.
busy
I want to
looking
hear
up
from her,
the
not you.
numbers of ICE arrests,
Fine,
Is it okay
so I
if-
can get
if-
back to
yeah.
Zilzon. If
Is it okay
Trixie
if
wants to
I-
talk about something else,
Thank
she
you,
can
Kenny, I
wait
don't
until
need-
after we finished.
Kenny,
I'm
darling, I
finished
don't know
talking
how you
about
know.
it.
I don't know how this man normally communicates. You don't get to tell me when I can. What are you
Right.
doing, man?
especially here,
And it's not. And
dude.
it's,
So
yeah, and it's not-
how come Jack can tell me then, but I can't tell you?
Well, have you noticed? It's Jack's
It's my
stream.
stream.
You know. That's
But
okay.
he doesn't dictate to me though.
If Jack tells me to shut the fuck up, I would. But well, I would fall out with him also. But Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Yeah, Jack's the
Come on.
captain of the ship here, all right?
Oh my God, you kicked Kenny.
Well,
Yeah, you keep funny again. That's twice in 1 week, man.
Let's go.
Kenny, I
Yeah.
did that because this
Because you're a
is
coward. Because you're a coward.
that's
I've got the
Jacob,
facts here. Let me
Jack's
let me.
got the
Yeah,
biggest balls on
you
YouTube.
claim to be this brave lover of truth, and
Kenny. Again, you're having
you're a phony.
different
You're a fake. You're a fraud.
then go somewhere else. I don't need to entertain you and your ego. You're not cooperating.
The
Kenny.
Illuminati spirit might have gotten into him there for a moment.
Jack, we can't have that kind of insubordination here.
Imperius would never. Dear God. Men are very emotional, aren't
Where-
they?
Well, we don't really
They
call
are.
Kenny a man. We call him a Zionist.
They are.
We call him a Zionist
No.
shill around here.
I know.
but, you know.
No, please. I actually
True.
Kenny.
Bring him back up, Ken. Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can actually act like a man, Jack. We're on a forgiving
Hey.
Sunday. Jack is a
Don't
merciful.
trigger him.
Jack is a benevolent, merciful prophet. He may let you speak again if you could. If you could just have some respect for Jack and the person with the titties on here. That's all
Kenny,
we're asking.
tighten up, sucker.
Behave. Wow.
Imperius needs to
I'm gonna
tighten up
bring-
too.
I'm going to bring Kenny back up. Basil, he wants to resolve the conversation with you, I think is what it was.
And Jack kicked his own defense counsel over this, Kenny. So straighten up.
So Zil, I have the numbers here.
Why do
ICE
you not
arrest and
care
We,
about
I
what
used to
I
rest-
said?
we've been telling
Let
you
me-
we
let me-
haven't cared about the numbers.
Let
We
me
don't care about
continue the conversation of the ICE arrest, please. Okay, you said 170 US citizens were
Kenny,
accidentally or mistakenly.
Kenny, please, for the love of God, I muted you and I interrupted you. There's a
Why are you
reason
doing that,
for
Jack?
that.
I'm
The
speaking
reason
facts. Why are
is-
you doing that?
Well, I want to understand. Okay. I want you to tell me what you think you're doing in light of what I've said to you. What are we doing here, Kenny? I know what you want to do, but why?
To get to the truth of the matter. I'm a philosopher, and as a philosopher, I love facts and truth.
Well, you're focused on one set of facts while completely rejecting the real facts of this moment that we're all sharing here. Okay? We're not trying to have a debate. You want to win.
We're not trying to have a debate, no? So what are we
No.
doing here then, Jack? Why have you got people on this show? Not a debate, no? I
Kenny,
thought the whole
you
point
don't
of your show was
understand?
to engage in discourse and
Well,
find out what the
Kenny-
truth of things are.
Kenny, actually, the fact that you don't understand what I'm doing here, that's becoming
Trying to
more
create an
clear.
echo chamber, Jack. Are you trying to
Kenny
get
and
everyone
Jack-
just to agree with you?
And what am I wanting people to agree with?
That Donald Trump's a bad, bad man, and he can do no wrong.
No, you got that kind
Right.
of
No.
bit, but
I'm
I've
here
never
to
said
bring
that.
some perspective to the debate, Jack. If you just let
But,
me hear me
Kenny,
out, and then I can get to
It's not
Trexty.
a debate. Why do you keep calling it a debate? You're not in a debate. You're making that up in your mind. It's not
You
happening.
don't dictate the terms to me. You don't dictate
Kenny,
the terms to me, Trexty.
No,
Kenny,
I'm
Least while I
explaining
talk to
because
Jack.
I'm
Hear-
explaining because you misunderstand, darling. Have you ever? No, I was going to say, have you ever seen a more emotional? Wow, what's going on there? What's happening?
well, MAGA
Does,
men are.
does Kenny get his own way all the time at home, and like what's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Kenny, what I will tell you is I'm not going to put up with that. You're not going to talk to a lady here in that way. You're not superior to a woman. You may feel that way and think that way, but check yourself when you're with me, brother. All right?
Yeah,
You can do better.
Before you
Jack,
wreck yourself, fool.
Jack, you
Jack,
sound like
I appreciate that as well. Can I just say before he comes back and has another fit, I do appreciate that. I also think he's applying the same behavior to everybody. It's not just me. Like, it's strange. He keeps telling you it's a debate as well. He's misunderstanding and then reacting when he's being told he's misunderstanding. Strange.
Well, that's what we do.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you.
I think he
Kenny?
said he plays it up a little bit, but yeah, I think he kind of comes here for that.
Thank you, Zoe. I'm going to bring Kenny back. We'll get on Kenny's good side again, and I'm sure he will share us some songs. Andy, thank you for that. And I want to make peace, but Kenny, we're not arguing, we're not debating.
and
Yeah.
don't argue with me then.
You're
How
so
do I
He's in the middle
communicate?
of relaying some important facts to inform the conversation between me and Zilzone regarding the number of arrests by ICE. He was
Please.
complaining that ICE mistakenly apprehended 170 US citizens in 2025. Now,
Yeah.
here's me bringing some perspective to that number. Total arrests by ICE for 2025, 400,000, almost 500,000. I think their success rate is pretty darn good, actually. So, yeah, go ICE. Trexty, you wanted to talk about Donald Trump's sexual assault.
I don't know that I want Kenny here anymore. He just won a victory. He can keep his win and go on his happy way. Do you want to try talking to him about Donald Trump?
If he's able to respond, if he allows me to speak and remind him that he's not in a debate and we're not trying to win anything.
Excuse me, it is a debate, actually.
Penny,
Then no.
It's not an argument.
no.
It doesn't
Kenny,
have to be an argument, but it can be a healthy debate. Debate
Tell
is
you what,
healthy.
Penny,
Why
you're
are you
talking
so scared of the word debate?
Penny, I'm
what
not.
are you doing?
I think.
Don't say what you want and let me respond.
Penny, are you able to engage in a conversation politely? Does that happen?
Go for it, yeah. I'm waiting on you.
Excellent. Okay. So, in order to engage, you would listen, yeah, and then respond.
No, you don't dictate to me when I listen and when I don't.
But you get to dictate to me and tell me I'm in a debate? What a bizarre... Yeah, sorry, Jack, what's the point? What's going on? What a bizarre person.
Tell you what, please bear with me. Kenny,
Jack,
where's your manners?
you don't dictate manners to me. If I'm feeling passionate about something and I feel someone's rudely trying to interject in between a discussion between me and someone else and demand that I stop talking to that person and start talking to her just because she's an entitled woman and you're too much of a simp to hold her accountable for it, I'm going to get mad because I'm a passionate man.
Oh, so your
Right.
manners are controlled by other people. if you feel what, slighted, are you a little boy? You little boy getting
My
threatened
no-
by a
My
you little
manners
boy
are
getting threatened by a woman, Kenny? You got to react. Kenny, you're
react
better
to
than
injustice, no matter how small, and no matter by whom.
hey, Kenny.
Why are you giving this woman a vagina pass?
Kenny,
Are you a
don't be
simp?
Kenny, you better watch
Stop being
yourself.
a beta male. Stop being a white
Kenny.
knight beta male.
Kenny, why don't you grow up? Let's have an adult conversation right
Don't
here.
try and insult me, Jack. Don't talk down to me like I'm a child. I'm
Well,
happy to
behave.
listen to Trixie. I'm happy to listen to her. But tell her
I'm
not to try
not,
and dictate
Kenny,
to me.
Kenny, get
All
the
right?
point. Right now, I'm not happy listening to you. Do you get it?
You don't have to
Don't
be,
you
Jack.
get it?
I'm not trying to make you happy. I'm not here to make you happy.
Right, I know. And you're clearly not here to cooperate either.
I am.
So, Kenny, when you learn how to respect others, we'll try again. Today, it seems your
Jack, he's
manners
not
are
a
gone.
Jack. He's not a philosopher. He's a faggot. Like, I mean, listen to that, Jack. He's being a.
Man, you didn't make
No.
5 seconds, man.
I'm sorry, Jack, but that he pisses me off. Why is he disrespecting you?
I'm challenging. He's being challenged.
But he's acting like a little kid in the toy store when his mom doesn't buy him the new toy.
You've done it too. I've done
I
it
have,
too.
but I love you. He doesn't love you, Jack.
He does. He just doesn't know it yet. I don't know. I didn't mean to be rude to him or you guys, and please, we don't need to be rude to him.
Even though he was rude to us, Jack, and he took up our time and
Yeah,
didn't
hold up.
respect
You
it.
heard what he
I'm
was
saying,
saying
Even
Jack,
though-
about
what is
women
the
too, right?
cumulative damage?
You heard
The
that, right?
cumulative damage he's caused to all of us today. I was in a good mood, Jack.
Oh,
Yep.
you're still in a good mood. You know it. I
Emotional
am too.
damage.
Jack, as long as I see your face, I'm in a good mood.
Hey, what you see in me, it's an aspect of you. We are this multiplicity. We're all this one thing, and we reflect so many aspects of each other. And I am absolutely convinced. You don't have to believe me, but if you look for it, you might see your own thing. I am
Jack,
convinced.
Jack, here's my hypothesis on Kenny. Kenny's scared. And I think Kenny transubstantiates his hope and transfers it into Donald Trump as someone that'll save him instead of him wanting to save himself. So
And
when you insult Trump, you insult like his hopes and dreams and future.
You mean he's looking for a daddy? Is that
And-
what
Yeah.
you mean?
And Zilzone
Talcott,
really
it should be
nailed
your
it.
daddy.
Nailed it when he said,
I
"Oh my
normally
God,
do
you
that.
picked Kenny." That shit was great. That's a fucking phrase that we need to adopt, dude.
Nice, thanks.
Zill does have some humor sometimes. He's an annoying fucker, but he is funny sometimes.
Jack, look at
So
even the
good.
Furby in the chat, even the Troon is
Please.
more polite and intelligent and has more respect for Talcott than Kenny. And I don't understand it.
Please.
Who are you
Kenny?
calling? Who's that?
I knew exactly who he was talking about when he said it. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm not even gonna say it.
Hey, actually, I want to welcome Moose
One of my
as
favorite
well.
people.
What's going on, Jack? How you feeling today?
I'm truly feeling blessed.
Moose is
On-
one of your favorite people, Trexty. I don't know if I can ever get on a panel with you again. Is that what you just said?
No, Melanie.
guy?
Is
Why-
I was,
okay.
I was referring
Okay.
to Melanie in
Sorry,
the
I'm
chat.
sorry. Praise God, brothers and sisters.
Praise Melanie and God.
Ray.
Praise Jack, praise peace, praise love.
All of that too, Imperious.
all of that.
All of that. Wasn't it strange that Kenny was upset that what was his biggest problem? I kept interrupting him and telling him what to do. Self-awareness, fucking who?
Every
Jesus.
time he came back, he had a rule. Don't you tell me what to do. Oh, this is
Yeah.
a debate. Don't you tell her what to do, Jack. It was insane. Every time he came back. That was the first response.
Jack, he looks exactly like the critical drinker. He
Now,
really
let's not-
does. He really, really does. I just want to say that. He really looks like
That's-
YouTube.
Do you think he might be an alcoholic, Imperious?
Guys,
Well, the, crit-
Let's
well, the
keep it
critics have been.
going.
I mean,
Keep
if
it
someone names
going.
themselves a drinker, that's
can we
Sorry, Jack.
turn the conversation to ideas? It brings greater thoughts than just talking about people.
Yeah, so related to your multiplicity,
Love you, Jack.
Jack, how do we resolve how different we are? Because we have so many things that are the same, right? We're humans, we go through struggles, we go through good and bad times, we have friends, we lose some, maybe family the same. So we go through the same types of experiences, we react to them differently. And that is like nature, nurture, some, there's mix in there. So we have a lot of differences. And by the time we get to our age, Jack, like there's
We get
so
set in
many
our
unique
ways.
life experiences that were so different. And how do we consolidate that with the multiplicity of everyone being the same?
We go to the truth, and there's an underlying connection to us all. It's the unseen time. Anyone in our mind, it's at the time we are, right? And if we're focused on the people we hate, well, we're sharing time with them. So love the time. Time, I mean, this is the other part. If we look at the truth of unity, the truth of time, every human being all around the world, we're sharing this one moment together.
Jack, you know that song, No Time for You. Remember that song, Jack? You ever heard that song?
Oh,
Time is quite a unique, limited resource.
and yet it's only limited to us because we're within it. But with God, time is not, right? And that's the idea of the eternal life. I'm confident of that interpretation, is to be with God where time is not.
You had once said before something to the, I have it written somewhere. It's like be before, like you laid out like the present, past, and future, but be in the now with God. I was like, I don't remember the quote, but it was like the way you said it. Be before with God now. I don't know. I have to find it.
Oh yeah, that song by the Monkees, I think.
No,
Time is on our
it's by the
side.
Guess Who. It's by the Guess Who.
It is?
No
Oh, all right.
time. No time for you. Yeah.
No,
No
it's a
time.
different
Yeah.
song.
Come on,
I'm
Jack.
thinking of a different song, bro.
Oh, okay.
Was it, I don't know if I heard you clearly, but the other idea is all time is God's. Today has been given to us, right? Right now is our time, my time. My time is
Uh-oh.
now. Your time is now.
Let's
And
go.
the fact that we get to share our time together with each other,
That's
it brings me
baller.
hope.
That's baller, Jack.
Remember the
Tell 'em.
John Cena song, Jack? The time is now.
It is now. It's always been. That's the joke. That's a joke from God, guys. We get so worried about the stupidest shit, but it's always been right now. It's always going to be now.
Whoa. I'm tripping out now, Jack, and I didn't even smoke weed this time.
Zill, how about this one? Where the infinite God
Oh boy.
of the infinite God of love created this divine force, this divine animal of people. And we get to freely choose, right? But we don't choose love, we choose fear. We choose to be controlled by fear and hate instead of being controlled by love. How stupid are we,
It
man?
is stupid. It almost makes me think we're not divine, Jack.
No, this is what I mean. God put a
It
stupid switch in
almost, well,
us.
Jack, will hear me out here. Jack,
A
doesn't it
stupid
almost
what?
makes me think we're not divine, bro? I can't even decide what's the good and the
How
bad.
do you listen to Jack and not think he's divine? Are you fucking crazy?
Stop nodding your head, Jack. You stop that right
He's-
now. I'll slap you. I will. So
Zill's Zill's still got that stupid switch I was talking about. It's still kind of jiggling in.
We gotta use our screwdrivers, our Phillips head, and really get it in there, Jack. You know, tighten the
Well, the
tighten
stupid
the
switch can
screws
be
in him.
useful sometimes.
Really penetrate his mind, Jack.
I've had 10,000 volts before. I can do it again.
Uh-oh.
But have you had 10,000 Talcotts? That's the question.
No, no, never.
It's not me. It's really not. It's we. Right?
It's weed.
It's we.
It's
the
like
It's
multiplicity.
marijuana.
you always
No,
have to
the
point back.
multiplicity.
It's always I always bring it back to God Himself, the Creator, the source of all of it. Because like there was like a thing on TikTok I saw, it was like the magician becomes dark when he thinks that he is the source of the influence, and he forgets that he's not the source. It's the source of the source.
Whoa.
I love that. Machine Lies, welcome to you. How are you, brother?
Good to see him.
What's up, Zucca?
Greetings.
How are you? And welcome to Melanie as well. Blessings to you both.
Hello.
Greetings.
Buster?
I didn't know Furby still operated these days. That's crazy.
Operating better than most of us.
I lurk.
You look.
Every time I talk to Furby, I think of that song from Gremlins. Come on, Jack. Remember, you don't feed it after midnight. Doesn't it look like kind of a gremlin?
It sounded like an alarm clock.
There's that song that
I'm
they always
curious.
play.
I'm seeing a lot of improvement in you, by the way.
I
That
love
was the
you.
first sentence you've ever said
Whoa.
about me that didn't involve the
I
word
love you,
shroom.
Jack. It's Jack. It's the influence of
Hey,
Jack.
baby
See, this is what I'm
steps.
saying. It's Jack is changing lives as we speak, Jack.
See how patient Melanie is.
I had to decide if I could handle some of the energies on here today. I decided I have to focus on my inner peace. Actually, I've got some good news on that. So I've been struggling with quite a few things like smoking and like cleaning my place and showering and not really knowing why I struggle with these things. And I looked through a lot of literature and people who have similar symptoms. And there is one thing that unites all the things and kind of gives me peace about the final piece of my puzzle about myself. And it's called central sensitivity. And it's kind of like a brainstem leakage where if it's a lot to explain, but think of it as my brain's always overloaded with information it doesn't need. And so I'm always on overdrive. I'm always overly vigilant and stuff.
Well, the internet fuels that shit like a toxic fuel.
What did you
But
say, Melanie?
I was going to get something like a double A or a triple A.
Oh, it's central sensitivity is like the effect. Central sensitization is the disorder.
Okay.
It's very treatable is the good news.
Yeah,
right
you just
now,
got to replace the batteries every couple of years.
Did a doctor say you had it?
No, but I'm highly confident because there's nothing else that would unify these 5 very distal kind of effects.
But
And
it
it's
sounded
also like
no, it sounded like you're going through depression, Melanie. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
yeah, no, if I was going
Have
through
you heard of it?
depression, then I'd
And you're
have
at
to
the
look for the
best place for
symptoms of
depression.
depression.
Jack will help you out of it. Jack will help you out of depression, right, Jack?
That's
No.
true. That's
I haven't
true.
been
There's
depressed
something
for
about
2
it.
years.
Yeah, what Melanie's describing sounds nothing like depression.
I haven't been
Really?
depressed for 2 years. I've been using light therapy to treat my seasonal affective disorder, which was my last shred of suicidal ideation.
Well, I'm glad you made it
Wow.
past that. Praise God for that. Now, the reason I said that was because you were like, things that should be mundane or normal are difficult or you're uninterested in. And is that the vibe you gave, or did I mishear or misunderstand?
It's easier to say that once I'm in like a resting state, like somewhere that I feel safe, it's really hard. Like I feel like I have a lot of mental inertia of getting out of there. And then everything feels a lot harder and more painful because my brain is again receiving all these extra signals that normally would filter out.
So, like a restless mind, but also being overstimulated by normalcy. Is that it?
No, that sounds
Yeah,
like
it also
I get
explains
that
my
some-
agoraphobia and claustrophobia occurring at the same
Melanie.
time.
Melanie,
So,
I
like
get that
cars
kind
on
of
the
feel.
street are like a nuisance, like you don't want to worry about it, kind of thing when you're outside.
No, I try to actively avoid it. Like it's a threat
Right.
to me.
Melanie,
even though
Melanie,
it's
all
not.
that what you're kind of describing is what happens to me when Mariah gives me blue balls. You know that? Like I get really kind of.
Curious.
Well, my balls are
sorry,
not
go ahead.
blue.
Sorry,
I can tell
I
you
just
that
wanted
much.
to. I'm trying to parallel his feeling, Jack. That's the closest way I can describe it.
I kind of got where he was going at with it, but I wasn't sure about the actor he was pointing at.
Okay. Well, I hope, Melanie, I mean, I would suggest getting a doctor's opinion, I guess, but I guess that's all I have on
Oh
it.
yeah, no, that's the plan. Because now I can see now there's like a neurologist is way more in line with helping me with this than a lot of my other diagnosed things. So getting diagnosed with that will be a huge step. On the other side of things, the good news is that I think before I was trying too hard to change myself, and I was mad at myself that I'm like this, and and it turns out that you cannot treat this with exposure. It doesn't numb itself by exposing yourself to it. That's why it always felt worse after I tried to do something out of my comfort zone. And now I'm at peace with the fact that no, it's actually a good thing that I know how to sit in my comfort zone and I know how to protect myself.
That reminds me of Jesse Lee Peterson's
safe space thing.
not trying to change. Jesse Lee Peterson has a lot of memes about him, but his overall message, forgiving your mother and father, and you can't force yourself to change and being at peace with yourself. I don't know if you ever looked into him much, but he's got a lot of fascinating philosophies there.
Sure. And I guess the final good news is this is the first place I've had long enough to actually feel like my place. So everything's coming together. I do feel like once I get this treated, I might even function like an actual adult again, which is kind of been a low-key goal of mine.
Whoa.
I know that's weird. That's weird for a
office.
panelist to do. I know it's out of character.
See, Melanie, you're at the right place though. See,
Share
Jack
your
changes
secret.
lives and he makes it so Jack, see what you're doing. You're here with Talcottia. We accept each other for who we are. We learn to love ourselves because Jack always says we can't love others until we love ourselves.
Thank you for being a spokesperson for this channel too. You're really good.
I am. I am, you know who I consider myself like Timothy, or not Timothy, what was the apostle's name? Who
You're
was
the one that got dropped on
the
his
zealot?
head.
No, who was the zealot? Simon the zealot. I'm like, I'll go around and kill people for Jack.
Do you actively think before coming on, I need to be like Simon? Is that what you do? You put on your character mask?
Yes, I'm Simon. I'm Imperious the Talcott zealot. That's what I am.
He reads the verse where Peter cuts off the ear for inspiration before he joins every time.
Holy cows.
Holy cows, indeed.
But you know what? We are here for a greater reason. I have been learning from a lot of you. Holy cows. Gotta highlight the beast. Thank you.
Look at him.
Crossed paws,
Looks like
I
a
can't.
girl.
Oh,
boy.
I see how it is. I'm too adorable to be a beast, so I don't get a highlight.
Too cute, man. Look at that boy.
You could walk around on 4 legs like Mariah when she's at my house, and you could. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jack.
This got weird so fast. I complimented
This is
him
why we
twice,
can't
and
have
it got so weird.
It's a fascinating experience we're sharing, but we are helping each other grow. And I do appreciate the support and encouragement. We're growing and learning together. We are. Yep.
Stop saying growing. Imperious is going to make growing weird, I promise.
We're getting erect, Jack. We're getting erect.
Some of you are just a little slower than others, but I'm sure grateful you keep showing up.
I kind of wanted to talk about true generosity if no one else has anything. Because
lovely.
Have you ever seen that?
Please.
I'm in a situation right now. It's not it's not necessarily my main relationship. I'm just abstracting a different kind of dynamic where someone has offered me generosity, right? And the whole thing was that, okay, I'll do work for that and stuff like that. And then, I do the work and then it's like they expect loyalty. And so the first part where it's reciprocal, I do that because I like being reciprocal when people help me. The second part I don't follow with that, because I think just because you're nice to somebody, like anybody can be nice to somebody. An awful rich person can be nice to one person and use that to pretend like they're a good person. So
Damn, yeah.
I think we kind of over expect gratitude in the wrong ways. I think real gratitude is like, in a community sense, is like, if I give you something, or if I share something with you, then you feel sympathetic towards me when I'm in need, or like sharing when you have abundance.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
know,
it's not something that's like, we kind of like, sorry, I'm going to try to wrap it up here, but we almost put too much social doctrine into it.
yeah, and you know, this behavior should be monitored, because it does match some patterns of some manipulative tactics I've seen before. Love bombing is one, or intentionally building a relationship by creating situations that either have power dynamics or cause the relationship to further, or perceived bond to be stronger.
Melanie,
And then
what
the
kind of work
manipulator
are we
will take
talking
advantage
about?
of
That
that.
sounded like someone was dating someone. You hooked up one time and like one person wanted more than the other.
Actually, like, if I put this in the context, like, if like my partner and I have a very mutual relationship, I'm very grateful for everything he's done, so I try to fulfill that by seeing what he needs and doing it for him, right? Actually, the blue balls thing was an interesting thing, because normally I don't care that men have blue balls, but my partner, I kind of do.
See,
If
Melanie
it wasn't
understands
like
me,
that,
Jack. Melanie understands
but
my metaphor, Jack.
it's only because my partner gives to me in ways that I can only feel like absolutely grateful for. He doesn't make me feel bad. He doesn't make me feel like I'm a mooch or anything like that. He doesn't expect anything in return, and that makes me feel like I have to give him whatever I can. And so I think true like reciprocal gratitude type things that we're expecting from society comes in the form of mutualism. It comes from the form of, okay, if you help someone out enough, they're gonna feel indebted to you. Most people do. If they don't, then fuck them. And then, you know, at the very least, you might have somebody who might be willing to help in whatever way they can. Whereas,
I think in general, selflessness, the ability to give without expecting in return. Now, if other people feel they should, that's a different situation. You shouldn't feel like obligated for how other people feel. But if you're giving without the expectation of them returning anything, I think that's as most as you can do.
well, yeah, and I think society has an issue with accepting that like true generosity and altruism isn't transactional.
Right. Actually, what you're describing of this exchange of kindness, it's actually used in sales tactics. When I was selling cars, you know, they kind of explain that stuff. If you give a small something to someone else, then they have a subconscious feeling of indebtedness, and maybe they'll sit and listen to your
Speaking
pitch.
of which, Jack, I sent you some fulvic acid.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Thank you.
Well, Jack, you ever heard that song by Tupac called Fair Exchange? You do me, and if it work it, baby, I'll return the favor, give it back to you. Come on, Jack.
I
So,
like the
yeah.
other idea of just true generosity. If you're able to share, if you see a need and you can fulfill the need, and then do it, right?
Yeah, keep an eye out. You need to keep an eye out right now with what's going on with that. Because Jack was talking about, no, I'm not talking to you, Jack. I'm talking to Melanie. Because Jack was talking about psychological tactics in sales. And just, you should keep an eye out for what they're trying to get out of it. See if they've been manipulative to other people or something. I don't know, but be careful.
This is our path. Progress is good. Hopefully we all get to perfection. I believe that perfection is available, right? We don't want to believe it, but there's qualities of perfection that are with us. I mean, some that
Where
work
they at?
good. What's that?
Where they at, sucker?
Well, think about, I observed it in my car, right?
You
My
did?
car's getting old, but it's got a lot of miles. But the thing is it gets me down the road. And anything that works good is working perfectly. I mean, it's
No,
working perfectly designed.
it's not. No, that's
It's
why
not?
good is different from perfect, bro. What are you talking about, dude?
Well, what if good enough is perfect enough to
Maybe it's
move
perfect for
forward?
your expectations or your threshold of contentment. Maybe that's what's perfect, Jack.
Why do
Maybe Jack's
humans? Why
living
do
like
humans?
Jesus said, minimalist, being appreciative for what you have, right, Jack?
Yeah. Why do humans need perfection of anything?
Don't make
Yeah.
good the enemy of perfect.
Yeah,
Like
I think
that's
I'm
the
gonna
whole
get
thing in project management, Jack. Don't make good the like if there's something that works 92% good and it keeps everything else by keeping it at that level almost perfect, everything else is working seamlessly. If you move that thing down to like up to like 94%, another string that's attached to it is going to go down to like 65%. So Jack, it causes chaos.
Yep.
You can't make good the enemy of perfect, Jack.
I get it. TML, you were trying to jump. You had something, please?
Yeah, I think I get popped for this a lot because I talk about the pseudo eschatology of progress, right? So I say that progress is a myth, right? In terms of the search for perfection can sometimes lead to some dangerous misinventions, right? But if we could allow ourselves to see the goodness that's already there, I think that could be a rare form of progress that we could achieve, in terms of seeing that there is goodness and not trying to achieve perfection in everything, right? So trying to unlock the goodness.
So, Jack, are we just being pedantic here, talking about words, perfect versus good? Is that even fruitful here, Jack? Is that even fruitful for me to pick apart your words like that,
It is
bro?
fruitful,
What am I
God damn it.
doing, man? Get control
Hey,
of your panel,
if
dude.
I will. It might not be. Thank you, Kenny, for the contribution. Genuinely, I do appreciate it. And here, for those who are curious, hit the link and you'll reach the Kenny Given Show, the tyranny of Jack Talcott's bland cult of ideological conformity. Check it
He
out.
pays you to insult you, Jack. That's
Wow.
sick. He's a sick human being.
For
He paid to
$2.
insult you.
He thought he could get away with it for
For
$2 too.
$2, Jack, he should at least send 20.
That's how I
Snipe
get my
him.
money, is people insulting people.
We should
No,
snipe
and
Jack,
you
the
I'll
hate
insult
train,
him
Jack.
for
turn
you.
up
Snipe
and
it.
That's not true.
Jack, let's
it's
snipe
really
the hate
hard to
train.
have
Let's
him
snipe
turn
it.
up and get triggered. Fucking hell.
Trex,
Is he live? He's live
I think your
complaining right
connection
now.
Is he live
No.
right now, Jack? We can mob him, Jack. We can go over there and start saying all these anti-star people slurs.
Dude, Kenny is inspiring, and I do encourage with Daniela, subscribe to the Kenny Given Show. He certainly is a star in many ways.
It's weird that Jeff Pizer's like subtly hating on you, given he's met you in real life. I mean, very strange behavior.
Jeff loves me.
I think he just might be being facetious. Maybe not.
Trexie, you're cutting out a lot.
Yeah, maybe that'll help.
Is that any better? Can you?
It's slightly better, but you're still got a poor connection. You're welcome.
Might
Maybe, yeah, maybe try again, please.
It's usually just me.
No, not just you. Please, thank you. Here, we've got another one in the back that I think I know, but I'm not certain.
The more important question is, does he know you, Jack? I mean,
I don't know.
That's a stupid fucking question. Jack's famous.
Knotless squirrel. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And what are you here to share?
Just here to say hi, Jack.
Is that you, Kay?
Yeah.
It sounded like someone on helium.
They also
It's
sound very
William, just for
quiet.
you.
What's that?
It's me.
Who's me?
Hi, Toes.
And what
Your
are you?
toes.
I
What's
just
wrong with your
wanted to say
toes?
hi, Jack.
Okay. I'm glad. Are you doing okay? You and Jay doing all right?
Yeah, he's all right. He's here.
Okay.
Are his toes okay?
Are you joining with a purpose or
Yeah,
a
I just
want?
wanted to come up and I don't know. Do I need a purpose to join
Jack,
the show?
she's looking for a purpose, Jack. This is your
Jack,
time to
be
be a
her
life
her
coach.
light at the
It's
darkness.
all
Be
right.
her.
Be her life
It's all
coach,
right.
Jack.
I don't have to stay
This is your opportunity,
if more
Jack.
people need it. I mean, I didn't think there was enough room, so that's why I was waiting backstage.
Okay. Well, I left you backstage because you didn't cam up. I don't
I
recognize.
can't. It won't let me.
Okay. Well, that was part of the reason you were in the back, though, because I
But
didn't
like
know who you were.
and the thing is, like, I see you on my TV, but I can't see you on my screen, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, you are in the presence of Jack Talcott. Do you
Yes,
have
I
anything
am.
that you'd like to address with him?
Hi, I just want to say hello to everybody, and I just wanted to say hello to Jack and see how he was.
What up, sucker?
Hey,
I appreciate
sucker.
that. Thank you, Kay. It's good to hear from you again.
Yeah, you too. How have you
Hey,
been?
Cage, do you think that Jack looks exceptionally good looking today? He looks good today, I think. I think the
I
beard's
can't
working well.
see him.
The beard's working well today. The hair looks extra glistening. I think it's going well today for Jack.
Well, I trust you. I believe you.
Jack, do you use any product in your beard? You got any tips?
You don't use product, really,
Tips?
Jack? And it's
No.
that good? That's pretty
I
good,
don't
Jack.
think he's on
Wow.
estrogen. What the fuck?
Damn, dude, Jack's got it. Jack's got it down. He must have been. Jack, are you experienced when the beard? Like, when did you start growing a beard? Like, how much? Like, age wise? Like, when did you start doing the?
Jay said your beard looks good.
Thank you. No, I'm actually pretty ignorant and lazy, but at the same time, I guess I've been blessed. I don't put a lot of effort or product.
Into anything, right, Jack? I know, dude.
Right.
I can relate.
I like the natural look. It looks good, Jack. You
And
always
we're
look nice.
blessed, Jack, that we're on this panel today, sharing ideas, helping each other, being appreciative in each other's
Yeah.
business and lives, Jack. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're all here on a nice Sunday. We've got a diverse group of people. We got a troon. We've got a metal Jesus. We've got Talcott the prophet. You know what I mean? We've got all kinds
Imperious
of
the
people.
Gooner.
That's insulting, Jack. I was trying to be nice, and I get insulted by my sexual preferences, Jack. I'm trying not to go into that with the troon, you know, because
You identify as a gooner?
well, no, that's the point. I'm trying, tell him he has that's sick. See what Mariah's doing? She's sniping me from the chat, Jack.
I saw that, man.
A
The
lot of
only
people snipe you
spotting
from
I
the
have,
chat.
dude, the only spotting she knows is when she's on her period, Jack. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, love with honesty. That
Bow.
is the stream title. And I think we've shared some love. I think we shared some honesty. We had some disagreements earlier.
Jack, I'm going to go to Jack. I'm going to the sperm clinic later. I'm going to share some love too.
Golly geez. What a crazy adventure this life is. We can really do whatever we want.
You're just numb to it by now, Jack. Your brain is scrambled by nonsense, and you're just numb to it now, Jack.
Jack, I think it's time to wind it all down. Jack, I think it's time to hit the old dusty trail. And, Jack, I want to thank you for another beautiful Sunday. I'd like to thank you for being the light of YouTube. I'd like to remind the chat that they're all pieces of shit and that, Jack is a great man and that they should all be appreciative of every fucking show that he does. All right? Every one of you are nothing compared to Jack. All right? Thank you, Jack. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jack. Hopefully you'll be there to light my day up tomorrow.
I hope so too. Imperious blessings. Thank you for swinging through for sure.
Jack, do you mind if I fill a suit?
Please.
So, love with honesty, I think in relationships you have to share a lot. And so that comes down to gratitude with honesty and giving without expecting transactional type returns. And I think if you can't give someone something without expecting something in return, then you aren't honestly being generous or selfless. You're just being selfish. And so that's the key to that. Also, I just want to point out there's something fun about being on panels where it's once this panel ends, you still get to think about it and you think about how it went and how you were. It's almost like the panel keeps going afterwards in a sense.
Oh,
And
back to the
it's the
time
gift that
thing.
keeps giving. And I want to thank you for giving us lots of that, Jack.
Hey,
Have a good
Melanie,
night.
thank you. Blessings to you. I do appreciate what you bring. And that carrying it after, that can work both good and bad ways. I mean, I've carried a lot of frustration and disappointment into my later night, but more often than not, I go with appreciation. I do think it is time to start wrapping up. However, there's someone I want to swing back to, and
Oh boy,
Kenny.
his nostrils are flaring.
No, he's been patient.
Yes,
Kenny,
you
I
know,
didn't know if we'd
we
ever
saw
get to
it.
speak again, man. What's up? Good to see you.
And let's let him have a chance, please.
They say how a man must need protection. They say how a man must fall. Yeah, I swear I see my reflection someplace so high above the wall. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, man. Be well.
I gotta respect. I gotta have respect. And please, folks, if you have not subscribed to Kenny Given, please check him out. God bless. I don't know. Hey, Kay, you were one of the last to join. Andy, thank you for the generosity. And truly, Kenny is a very endearing man. He won me back. Special K, any thoughts, ideas?
No, Jack, I just wanted to come and say hello. And Jay wanted to say hi as well.
I appreciate it. It's been quite a while since I've heard anything.
Yeah. Just been going through some things with my dad, so keeping him in prayer for going through chemotherapy. So it's been rough, but life, that's life, I guess, right?
Yeah, I hate that that's part of. I hate when that's part of our life experience, and it's been part of my family, and it sucks. Sorry you're going through that.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you as well. Hopefully, it's a good outcome. It's second time around, but the first, he already did the radiation. He did one whole thing of chemo, and now he's going through another, but supposedly nothing has changed. It hasn't gotten better, but it hasn't gotten worse. So I've tried the whole holistic route thing, and it's just, this is his decision and I can't change it. So unfortunately.
Yeah, it's the hardest part about knowing things like holistic healing and stuff. It's like you can tell them everything in the world, but they could make all the wrong choices still. It's just most important that you are aware of, in my opinion, like how those choices reflect on you and how you can prevent going through the same thing. Because unfortunately, it is up to people. So
Thanks,
Yeah,
Trooper
and
Cop. I agree completely. Yeah.
yeah, and we can pray for cancer research and for the future, because I don't know, maybe we're close. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Jack, I just wanted to come and say hello, but I wish I'll come up and join more often.
Nice.
I've been
Yeah,
listening in. I just don't know, I'm usually a little bit behind on the days, so when I catch you live, I'm always watching. So
Well, thank you. I
cool.
appreciate it. All right. Prayers and blessings. Wishing, hoping, praying for health and strength for all those involved. Thank you, Kay. Zill, I'm going to give the last two the opportunity.
Well, we had a talk today. We had fun today. That was cool. We shared some experiences. We shared some nonsense. We shared some gems, some truth. We ran the gambit a bit. We're chilling. As often comes back, we like to talk about having integrity. And integrity, having that, it can influence and inform so many of your decisions that's good for you and others. And that's what I think we all unify on this channel. What do you think, sucker?
I think you showed up pretty well today. I do appreciate you, Zill, and I've been honest. You crack me up sometimes, and you just annoy the hell out of me sometimes. So I see you much like myself. Thank you for
Don't do
joining.
that. All right, take it easy.
All right, peace.
good to see you, Zill. And I'll definitely give you guys the last two words or last words, whatever. But I'm feeling extra inspired today, so I'll probably go live in like an hour, 2 hours. You guys are both invited to join. Everybody come check it out if you want. I don't know what the hell the topic will be. Hopefully, I just have a panel, I guess, because I got nothing. So whatever. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling extra inspired today, but good to see you guys up here. Great conversations today, Jack. Cross support, I thought was pretty interesting. Great show, man.
Yeah.
May God have many more better ones in store for us in the future, man. Y'all be well now.
You as well. Thank you very much. And my brother will give you rightfully the last words, please.
Yeah, me and the Truther Cop are going live on Fridays. So we're doing a new show on Fridays. So come and check us out. It's an interesting show, and let me actually try to pull this up. I have a sort of image that I want to show if I can.
Yeah.
Right.
Please.
Of a quote by Benjamin Disraeli. And I think it'll be important to some of our friends. He was a prime minister of England, I believe, 1874 to 1880 or something like that, right? But the main part about it is that he is a Jewish a person, right? He's Jewish, right? And this is what he says. He says the people of God, meaning the Jays, right? They cooperate with atheists. The most skillful accumulators of property allied themselves with communists. The peculiar and chosen race touched the hand of all scum and low castes of Europe. And all this because they wish to destroy Christendom, which owes to them even its name, and whose tyranny they can no longer endure. So the reason I'm sharing this is because in 1858, actually, they had a Jewish Relief Act, right? In the UK, right, in which they allowed the Jays to be part of the Parliament, right? And a lot of people joined the Parliament, like for example the Rothschilds, right? And in 1917, the Rothschilds issued the Balfour Declaration, where they actually reserved a right to a territory in the land that is today known as Israel. And actually, the land was mostly occupied by Arabs at the time, right? And actually, it was not until 1948 that they either were forcibly removed from their land or they fled. Right, the UN had granted a small portion of territory to Israel, right, along with the Arabs. Right, so there was a dual state agreement, right, which the Israelis did not follow. Right, and between the time when they established the Balfour Declaration, right, and they created the UN granting the state of Israel in 1947, they had a bunch of organizations like the Irgun and the Lehi who committed lots of terrorist acts against the British government and also against the Palestinians, in which they claimed right to the entire territory known as Mandatory Palestine. Right, they claimed right to also the Transjordan, right, which was which included the territory known as the West Bank, right, and subsequently after 1948, Israel made war against Egypt, and then they made war against Syria and Jordan, right, and they provoked war against Lebanon. So they provoked war against 3 or 4 Arab countries, right, in which several of the people that were against them were the PLFP, right, and the PLO, 2 secular organizations. They were not even Islamist groups, right? They were people who wanted the right to be recognized as a people, right, as an ethnic people group that exists, and they consisted of Christians and Muslims, right, that were native to the region of Palestine, right? One of the organizations was led by a Palestinian Christian man named George Habash, right? So anyways, that's as much as I'll say because I know you want to wrap up the show, but I thought I'd give a little 5-minute history course, right, on the Palestinian conflict, and you guys could look up the information. I have this book right here called The History of Israeli-Palestinian Conflict, and this is how big it is. It's like 1,000 pages long. Right, so there's an incredible amount of information if people want to study, but yeah, blessings to all the people. Thank you guys for joining us. I just wanted to correct some of the misinformation that was on the show earlier. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's a complex history, and yet at the same time, well, the truth of the history is becoming more known, and I believe in great part due to folks like this right here. Right, Machine Lie's been doing his scholarly preparation and carrying this education, sharing the history and perspectives of how we got to where we are. That's going to change the world. We're a part of it. Thank you, brother.
Jack. Yeah, blessings. Yeah, thank you.
All right. I'm going to drop you out, and sincerely to all of you who are have been a part of this Jack Talcott Chats with Jack, Live Without Fear, whatever it is, this movement, this activity, this action that we've got going on here. Brothers and sisters, sincerely, thank you. I mean, what do I say beyond that? Love with honesty, my gratitude, my appreciation for the kindness, the support, the willingness to even tune in, even with the disagreements and the opposition. I'm grateful to be playing this role of me. And I do love honestly. And I know that love is the greatest gift to share. True love, honest love, authentic love. You share that, you reward yourself, let alone the transformation you can offer to those people who receive your love. Selfless honesty, that's the path to avoid your selfish conflicts and contradictions. At least that's what I found for myself. Selfless honesty, being truly with love and authenticity. It's the only way to be. Let me stop repeating myself and thank you all once again. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, walk with faith, of course, and live without fear.